I have no idea what just happened there. All the buttons, nothing would touch, and I couldn't move things. And, anyways, great, good. I'm here. 1 second. That was very strange. Nothing was working, and now I have a funny thing in the corner, but I'm not touching it because everything was going weird. So great. Oh, welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 16, and I've worked out what I'm going to do for October. So yeah, I've been looking at, how do we intend to do something and focus on something? Those of you who turn up here every day and who have this daily practice, that's amazing. But how did you get here? Or how do you add in something that's really important to you? And do you follow through? And so we're going to follow through in October. I have a few commitments that I'd really love to do, but I'm not just making the commitments. I'm going to look at the friction, the things that get in the way, and that'll be the practice. How do we focus and intend? So yeah, I always get really excited about the next month. And then today, how do you deepen into your flow? So come lie on the floor and we shall begin. Come. So lying on your back and just settle in. Just rolling up and down along your spine, lifting your hips high, and then rolling down. Lifting your hips high and rolling down. Just traveling up and down. Noticing what is happening. Nice. And now, as you lift your hips up, reach your arms overhead. As you drop your hips down, bring your elbows to the floor. Arch your back. As you lift your hips, reach your arms overhead. As you drop your bum, bring your elbows to the floor. Arch your back. So lift your ribs. Arms overhead, hips lift. Bum to the floor, elbows down. Arch into your back. And I'm really high into my ribs as I do this. As I push my elbows down, I let my whole chest pop forward. Nice. And then arms overhead, lift your hips. And then elbows to the floor. Let your ribs pop forward. Nice. Next time that you rise with your arms overhead, pause. And then keep your hips high. Bring your elbows to the floor beside you. And just wiggle a little bit or connect into the floor. And let your front of your torso lift a little bit more. Let your hips lift a little bit more. Breathe into your belly. So now my elbows are down, my chest is supported, and my hips are high. Find whatever version of this feels comfortable. Breathe into your belly. Nice. Lowering all the way down. Draw your right knee up onto your chest. Stretch your left leg long and leave your left foot on the floor. Bring your right elbow to the floor beside you and then draw your right knee over towards the left and then come back to center. Right knee over to the left. Come back to center. And in one of the classes last week, I noticed that if I reach into my fingers as I drop my knee down, if I reach into the right fingers as I drop my right knee down to the left, I feel a sense that I can keep my shoulder on the floor. So I'm creating a gesture into the right arm, which is connecting the shoulder to the floor. Whereas if I only bring my knee across without a gesture into my arm, I find my shoulder I can't find my shoulder in the same way. Whereas when I reach, I seem to believe that I can connect to my shoulder. It was so beautiful. So some of you probably, I don't see the sunrise right now, but the sunrise, I can see a little bit of the sky being slightly pink, but the sunrise is spectacular this morning. And I was out this morning in the deep of the morning, the stars. Oh my God, I just started taking pictures of stars. It was like, I felt like I could see so far out into the Milky Way, so far out into the universe. It was like, oh my God, it's just so vast. It is so vast out there. And because there seems to be, draw your knee over towards the left, pause. Because there always seems to be cloud cover here. It's just delicious having the vastness of space. Oh, so beautiful. So breathe into your belly. Let your hips soften into what's happening. I'm reaching into that right arm and I'm creating weight with my left hand. See if that's right for you. Widening my chest, actively pulling my shoulders backwards. Nice. Come back to center, both feet to the floor, lift your hips, drop your hips, and then the other side. Draw your left knee up, stretch your right leg long. Hold on to your left knee with your right hand, brace your left elbow into the floor, and then draw your left knee over towards the right. The first one feels a bit groany for me on this way. Interesting. And again, I'm going to create that gesture of my baby finger reaching towards the floor on the left, which seems to create, I feel somehow that I've empowered my arm to stay connected when I do that. That it's in the line of the zombie twist. You know, the zombie twist, we reach our arms in one way, our knees in the other, and we counterbalance our bodies. We might do that next, actually. Zombie twist in the morning. It's very funny, actually, in the in-person classes. You know, I do the rolling down along the spine and all this, but it does really look like a scene from Thriller sometimes. You know, it's quite amazing. All these, people rising up and down from a deep rounding of the spine. It's very lovely. Reach and pause. Left arm is reaching, left knee is deepening. And I'm really seeking into my breath as I drop my left knee or just connect my left knee into the weight of itself. Yeah, this side, if a side is going to spasm or cramp, This is the side that does it. So interesting. Nice, come back to center. So we're gonna do the zombie twist. So bring your arms up towards the ceiling, palms are facing each other, lift your knees in the air, and then drop your knees down towards the right and counterweight the movement by reaching your hands to the left. And then the other way. So I'll turn so you can see what I'm doing. So it's like reaching, but my arms are counterweighting and then reaching. And I feel this moment where I'm trying to reach that arm more, and even my shoulder has floated off the floor a bit. Just find, how do you do your zombie twist? How do you counterweight your knees with the weight of your arms? I'm going to close my eyes as I do this and really just be in this kind of very interesting suspended buoyancy. My chest comes alive. I can feel the reaching, opening. Nice. So roll all the way over. Push up into your downward dog. Come all the way up. Bind your feet. Find the length of your legs. Engage into your toes. Nice. Drop your knees down. And then when we were lying on the floor, there was a moment where we were bringing our elbows to the floor and letting our rib cage pop forward. And then I want you to imagine that the back of your head is going to lift. Well, it'll make more sense in a moment. And then round your back and look towards your belly button. Nice. Arching your back. Let the back of your head move towards your bum. And then round your back, look towards the floor, or look towards your belly. So how do you really deepen into that area? For me, when I lift my head, I'm suddenly moving more into the upper ribs. I'm doing nothing that feels too deep or too uncomfortable, but I do feel, I'm like, wow, I haven't moved this way in a while. How do you really deepen the arching? Super. So bring your knees slightly closer together. Lift your right leg long and then lift your right foot up, bend your right knee, and imagine you can kick yourself in the back of the head with your foot. It's never going to happen. But just imagine that the back of your head is moving towards your foot and your foot is moving towards your head. And then round your back, draw your forehead to your knee and your knee to your forehead. Foot rises, lift your head to your foot to your head. And then forehead to your knee, knee to your forehead. So I can't get my knee to my forehead, but that's okay. I'm moving in that direction. Move slowly, steadily. Feel the spine and the movements you're creating. Swinging your foot towards the back of your head. Swinging your knee towards your face, forehead, nose. Nice. Other side. Both knees together. Bring the left foot up. Imagine that it's going to touch the back of your head. And then draw your knee towards your forehead. And I'm leaning into the sense of my spine and my ribs, a sense of motion in the deep of my ribs. Rounding. Arching. Rounding. Arching. One more time. Rounding. Arching. Nice. Do a coordination. Sweep your ribs from left to right. And then round your back. Arch your back. Cool. So walk your hands one handprint forward. Sit your bum back towards your heels. Nice. Rise up and then sit your bum back towards your heels. And I'm trying to get as long as I can from my fingertips to my sit bones. Up. So this sense again of leaning in and finding where can I find a little bit more freedom or a little bit more motion. Easing back, get pointy. Up. Easing back, get pointy. Pause in the back. So my hands are on the floor. I can come up into spiders so my fingertips are engaging, or just push my fingers into the floor. So I'm pushing forward with my hands, and that actually gives me leverage to pull my hips further and further backwards. Push down with your hands. Connect to the floor. Super. All the way up. Push back, downward dog. Find that same sense of pulling back into your sit bones, reaching, pushing into your hands as you pull your sit bones back. Lengthen down into your heels. Nice. Walk forward. Walk back. Pause. Elbows to your knees. Hands to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Nice. So stand with your feet apart. Nice. Stand with your feet apart. It was just a big text across the front of my screen, but that was just on my screen. It wasn't on yours. So don't have them too far apart, actually. So they should be narrower than what you think. So they're a little bit wider than hip distance, okay? So that I can change my weight into my right foot and point into my left toes. And then do the same. Change the weight into the left foot and point into the right toes. And see if you can really connect into the pointing and pushing into your toes. So I'm pointing, pushing, pushing. So I'm coming up onto the tippy toe of my foot and it's connecting to the floor. What happens in your calves? What happens in your feet? What happens in your Achilles tendons? As you point, push into the floor, point, push into the floor. Nice. We're going to turn towards the left. And then now the point push is more forward and backwards. So point push into the back toe. So now my nail of my back foot is practically on the floor, and then come onto the heel of the front foot. So now you're rocking forward and backwards. Toe, heel, toe, heel. So back foot is on the toe as I rock forward. Front foot is on the heel as I rock backwards. So we're going to deepen this. As you lean forward onto the left foot, back right foot is on the floor. Lift your back right foot. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Open your chest, lengthen. Nice. Let your back toes touch the floor. Drop your weight into your right foot. Your left heel is on the floor. Reach down and touch the floor either side of that left foot, either side of that left leg. Really sinking in. If your knees are struggling, then just go to whatever distance. You can come to your knee, hold on to the right knee if you wish, or touch the floor. See if whatever's right. Rock into your left foot. Reach your arms up. Back toe is pointing. Lift your back toe off the floor. Pause. That opening we did before. So imagine that your foot's going to try and come towards the back of your head. Keep your legs straight though. Your thumbs are moving towards your foot. Nice. Right foot down. Either bring your hands to your right knee or touch the floor either side of the left foot. Pause. Nice, one more time. Rock your weight into your left foot, point into the right toes, reach your arms up. Either toe stays on the floor or lift. Reaching, rising, opening. Lean into your chest, reach up into your fingers. Nice, toes to the floor. Come back to center. Other side, turn your toes towards the right. Rock forward onto the right foot. Left toe is on the floor. Rock back. Right heel is on the floor as you rock your weight back. Rock forward. Left toe. Rock back. Right heel. Left toe. Right heel. Left toe. Right heel. So rock your weight forward. You're up on the left toe. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Maybe lift your left foot off the floor. Nice. Drop your foot to the floor. Drop your weight backwards. Either bring your hands to your left knee. Pause there. Or bring your hands to the floor, either side of that right foot. Nice. Rocking up. Reach up. Left toes lift off the floor. Pause. How would you get your thumbs closer to your foot? How would you get your foot closer to your thumbs? Lean into your chest. Nice. Back foot to the floor. Bring your hands to your left knee or bring your fingers to the floor. Last one. Reaching up, rising up. Lift through your fingers, rise through your chest. Lean upwards with your chest. Super cool. So bring both feet to the floor. Come sit on the floor. We did this movement yesterday. Bring your feet wide. And just roll into your ankles. Turn the baby toe side of your feet outwards and then turn the big toe side of your feet outwards. How do you maneuver into your feet here? Point your toes, flex your feet. Point your toes, flex your feet. Nice. Turn towards your right leg. Round your back, bring your forehead down towards your right knee. And then arch your back, bring your chest forward to the right knee. Draw your right shoulder down. How far down can your right elbow come to the floor? Bring your left shoulder down. How far down can your left elbow come to the floor? Twist and look behind you to whichever side you've just gone. And then twist and look behind you to the other side. Nice. And then slide your left hand down your right leg and pause in a forward fold over that right leg. Coming all the way up. Other side. Fingers either side of the left thigh. Round your back. Bring your forehead down. Arch your back. Bring your chest forward. Draw your left elbow down. Draw your right elbow down. Twist and look over your left shoulder. Twist and look over your right shoulder. Slide your right hand down your left leg. Pause in a forward fold over that left leg. Come all the way up and lie on the floor. Come down, lie on the floor. Knees are bent, feet are flat. So I know that we have another 5 days left of dynamic balance, but I'm going to start planting the seeds for 2 weeks' time when we start focus. So just maybe bring your hands to your heart and just feel the sense of your body right now. Feeling the front of your body, feeling the back of your body, feeling your breath in your belly. Can you pause? Can you pause? That was really nice. I don't know what happened at the beginning when I had no pictures. It was kind of a bit strange. And so this is the image for focus. So focus will be the 1st of October, and it'll be really noticing what gets in the way when you make a commitment to yourself. What is the inner dialogue around doing things? It's been really interesting. I've started it already. God, it's fascinating listening to myself. Great. I will see you all tomorrow, and have a great day. So keep noticing how you are in your day, and I will see you tomorrow.